Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. 'Tis I, the jabbering magpie, bringing you something a little bit new and or spicy. Yes, it's the game that launched the career of many a YouTube star, from PewDiePie to Cry to Hitler? I don't know, Goebbels was very fond of this game. Propaganda and all that, Germany. So yes, an enormously popular game, a huge cult following on the internet. If you ever go on DeviantArt, you may discover what I can only describe as a stupendous amount of hand-drawn homoerotic pornography starring the two main characters. Some of it is rather good, a bit juicy if you ask me. So yeah, this is Frictional's magnum opus, like just fucking Lovecraft gone scats here is the whole theme essentially. Between this and Soma, which is Frictional's latest game, I do say that Soma nails more of an atmosphere of despair and despondency, which, you know, it's what a growing boy needs. However, Amnesia is, you know, the storyline and character, it's character interaction which really drives Amnesia, because there's a distinct subtext, a lovely subtext between Daniel and Alexander. Shitting tons of subtext. I think those deviant artists may have got it right. Anyway, let's get going, shall we? Let me just make sure I'm on the right profile. Yes, unfortunately I'm having to redo the first episode as my software was fucked up with the sound. So Mr. Creosote is my original profile, which I will be switching to once this episode is done. So away we go. Also, the recording software seems to fucking hate doing loading screens, so it's more than likely going to be stuck on an image of that door for ages. There's text in the loading screens.
Don't forget, something mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry.
Yeah.
My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair.
Oh, Mayfair's very posh. Very
this
nice.
is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget.
I'm gonna hide in
I
cupboard.
must stop him. Focus.
Get in cupboard.
My name is. I am Daniel.
I can fuck about with things during the cutscene. That is excellent. Nope. Oh dear. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what happens if you mix cider and tequila. A deadly combination. But, if you didn't get it, we are Daniel of Mayfair. A rather lovely district in London, where if you want a house it'll cost you somewhere in the region of the entire GDP of Luxembourg. Ooh, what's going on? We've got a memento in our journal. No notes are available. No diaries are available. Follow the liquid trail and find its source. Well, that was easier said than done. It's liquid. It's trailing, and that would appear to be its source. You may want to call a builder in here. This castle's got some severe structural deficiencies. You know what, I'm going to be a good Samaritan. That's a rather nice carpet there, despite the fact it's covered in wax and rose petals from the looks of things. Hopefully this will both water the plant and stop it from seeping, I guess. Oh, this is no bloody good. Getting nothing through there. So what do we have here? Tinderbox. It is how we light candles. Candles are good. The light is good. Daniel does not like the dark. It causes him to lose his shit. Another thing worth mentioning, Daniel has goddamn hench mutant strength. He can literally pick up furniture, spin it round in the air, and throw it. As if it was made out of feathers. Yet amazingly he still gets his arse kicked by the ghoulies and beasties of the castle. So, off we trot. Feeling lovely in here. Ooh, dark and damp. There are those suits of armour I was fucking with earlier. Ooh, oh dear. Oh dear, dear. I think Daniel has a problem. If you can't fucking functionally walk, you have a drinking problem. Or you've been eating muscle relaxants, which Daniel is rather fond of laudanum, so wouldn't surprise me if he was. Big door, what can I do with you? Just going to back away, there's nothing nice behind there. Dear me, oh shit lord. Wind. Just gonna... Lovely shirt. It's not a very effective way of hanging up clothes, you only have 2 pegs. What do we have in here? That's all rather nice. Here's a rather palatial chairs, I like that, and a fireplace that's gilded, although the chimney is literally just poking up into the room here, so we'll be sitting here inhaling carbon monoxide fumes. Oh, a cheeky vintage. It's got a spades symbol on it. Fuck it. Yeah, we've got banners. Banners, banners, banners. White with a black cross and a heraldic eagle. That is the symbol of the Teutonic Order. Which, yeah, they were a German knight group who were sent up on a crusade through to the Baltics to fight the pagans. Mostly the Lithuanians, actually, who believed in a nature religion called the Remover. And that's your Teutonic fact of the day. But yeah, it would place, the game is set in the right location. We're sort of like meant to be in Prussia, which is now mostly Poland and a Russian oblast called Kaliningrad, which they got after the war. There's a bit of history for you. There's a piece of paper underneath there. So, let's open it up and have a ready. There's something I can get in there with. There, you'll do. Perfect. I love how interactable Frictional games are. Right. Show me your secrets. And we don't need that. Oh. It's actually non-interactable. Which means I've only caused property damage. Hope he didn't want that cabinet. Well, that's not like an important document that can't be exposed to the elements. What do we have here? Ooh, rather lovely Greco-Roman scene of some people talking about football outside what might be the Pantheon. Some woman's just fucking done with it and hanging out next to the fountain while some people play the lute in the background. And there's a gentleman with a sock on his head. Very good. Ah! Now here we have an interesting work. This is Dutch Golden Age. It's a Vermeer. It's called the Cow Botherer. It's a young gentleman cheekily herding these cows into the bushes over there for a spot of the old rumpy-pumpy, while a young lady with a violin sits down and plays, who she can't quite figure out how this bedsheet works, so she's just uselessly wrapped it around her waist. It's an allegory for the human psyche and God. Yeah. Is it me, or is the entire castle on a lean? We are slightly askew here. Like impossible geometry. Anyway, I should have been an art critic. Bloody good at it. If anybody needs any art critics, do send me an email. More Teutonic order. Being very orderly. And there's horrible footsteps. Going to arm myself with a helmet. Okay, Mr. Helmet, you look around for me. Do you see anything? Oh shit, it's creating noise. And we lean. Corner and lean. That's what we do in games like this. Yeah, the Black Eagle of Germany. Germany loves a Black Eagle. This game is... Ooh. Ooh. Oh god. Help. I'm writhing. Writhing. I don't like Black Eagles. Don't know why. Send me into a panic. Okay, so, I just wigged out like a crack addict on the 4th of July. I don't know why the 4th of July. Is there a lot of crack going on the 4th of July? You know, something to do with your fireworks and your barbecues. It's a lovely bit of crack. Ooh! Creepy door. Fuck it. I'm going to hide in here for eternity. Anything comes, I'll just scare them by going... Oogie boogie boogie boogie. Boogie boogie. Boogie boogie. Boogie boogie. Boogaloo. What do we have here? This is painting storage, it would seem. Tinder box. Hideous grinding sound of Daniel's teeth. So, I've got a very Lovecraftian theme here, as said before. Most of the most of the game was based upon one of Lovecraft's books, or at least inspired. I think it was... I can't remember the name. Is it The Strange Case of Charles Dexter Ward? I think it was that one. Either way, if you don't know, bloody Google it. My girlfriend didn't know. She fucking loves this game. She would set fire to babies just to play this goddamn game. Oh, it's windy. Yes, Daniel has nyctophobia, which means once it starts getting a bit dark, he sits here and makes a hideous grinding sound. What do we have? What do we have? Ooh, more pastoralism. Looks like Swiss mercenaries go up to meet a chap in tights. Sounds like a hell of a time. Oh, it's the cow botherer again, and we have Jesus. having a less than sparkling time with the two thieves, one of which is meant to be called Dismas, I do believe, and if you've been playing our Darkest Dungeon, well, if you've been watching our Darkest Dungeon playthrough, Dismas is the name of one of our sadly departed rogues, so that's where he got his name from, apparently. And is that man not wearing any trousers? Good God. You're crucifying Jesus. Let's have a decency to put something decent on. Bloody penis flapping in the wind. Just a Christ. It's just a bit wrong. Right, so we're following this stuff. This liquidy trail. Which, I don't know how big the container was, but by the time he got to the end of whatever he was carrying, trying to get there, more than likely it all spilt out. And oh dear me. I do hope that wasn't a load-bearing structure. Because, if it was, not so good. What do we have? Guild Archives. He fell to the kitchen floor. Tears were beginning to well in his eyes as he received the first kick in his stomach. Hazel remained hidden, in fear she too would be punished. Yeah, the recording software is having a little bit of trouble getting these, syncing these up quite correctly, but basically there's a loading screen with some text appears every now and then. And, yeah, so I read those out. So don't just think I'm randomly chatting about child abuse or general abuse in loading screens. Ah, more banners. Hopefully we get rid of that subject. Now this one's an interesting one. I don't quite recognise it, but it looks... basically the Byzantine Empire, towards the end, had a flag which was a red crest bisected by a gold/yellow cross, and in between each corner of the well, it left 4 individual squares like you see in front of us, and each of those would be a highly stylized bee. It looks a bit like that, however these are less so like bees, and they look a bit like harps, not Irish harps, just like, lyres, sort of a Greek harp. Or it could be a very simplistic drawing of a cow. See? There's his little snout, and these curly bits are his horns, just like... Ooh. But yeah, if you know what flag that is, do leave a comment. Rather interested. Ah, literature. God, this is getting cultural. Teaching you how to be a gentleman in a modern world. We're going on history, literature, art, and today's book on the reading club is... I have no fucking clue what that means. Vegetables? Regno vegetables. I'm assuming Regno is something to do with like kingship or ruling. The ruling vegetables. And there was one carrot to rule them all. Actually, no, I'm not burning it. Literature, that's just fucking barbaric. Oh shit, now I can't get it down. Get off, get off. Can I have to use this one to knock it off? Come on, son. Come on. Come on. Get off, you little blighter. Yeah, I thought that Spot of Amnesia would be a nice addition to the channel, because I'm doing a lot of long playthroughs at the minute. It's not that I'm not enjoying them, it's just, maybe... Yeah, well, I fancy a little bit of variation on what I'm recording, because I could get a bit stale on my other ones, and maybe people fancy something different to watch. Okay, here we have Pflanzenreich. The Plant Kingdom. My German is hideously bad. Oh. don't like windy doors. Freaky, freaky, fucking freaky. So let's go in and check it out. That's not good. That's really not good. It must be raining pretty heavily outside. Oh, hello. Ah! Jesus. Fucking cockroaches. Back, you little bastards. The power and fury of the crate have driven them away. What do we have here? Ew. I'm grinding my fucking teeth again. Oh, more scary wind. Takes a bit more than scary wind to put the fear in me. Okay, shit. Alright, the fear is in me. The fear is now in me. I'm sorry, wind, I was taking the piss out of you. It's not clever. It was not right. What the fuck happened there? What the hell do you write on your contents insurance in your house to fucking explain that? Mild meteor crash? Somebody lit a candle and it turned out to be a Katyusha missile launcher just fucking launching payload through the roof? Lord knows the wonders of this game. The architecture of Brennenberg. Fuck's sake, Alexander. You need to call a builder and a plumber and just everybody. This place needs some TLC. Ah, the lantern. Our stalwart companion, who comes equipped with barely a quarter of fucking oil. More possible Byzantine flags. Okay, we're clear. The ground is shaking, I do not like it. Chandeliers are scaring me. Fucking leave it alone. You light-giving bastard. Yeah, that's right. Fucking die. I have boxes. I'm an arsehole. I will throw them at you. What do we have? What do we have? Traditional European symbol, the double-headed eagle. Originally symbolising Rome. Western half Rome, the eastern, well, the left head is the Western Roman Empire of Rome. Right head is the Eastern Roman Empire of Constantinople / Byzantium. And nearly everybody in fucking Europe decided we're going to use that symbol. Like, the Austro-Hungarians used it, the Russians used it, the Russians still fucking use it, actually. So they announced themselves as the Third Rome. Byzantium used it. I think Serbia used it as well, I'm not sure. But, yeah, just a very popular symbol. People love. People fucking love eagles with two heads on them. What have we got? The wine! Not the wine. Oh, things are so bouncy. Just. This is an outrage. Sorry, this is the most enjoyable thing about fucking Frictional games. Just sitting here and fucking with the contents of a shelf, just flinging it on the floor and watching it bounce around. Daniel is such an asshole, it's fantastic. What do we have? Nope, don't play with broken glass, dear boy. You get tetanus or something. That's broken metal. Oil for the lamp, always useful.
19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
My body is rather young and strong indeed, sir. Though, judging from some of those DeviantArt pictures I've seen, Alexander ain't so old and frail. He's got a bit of vim left in him. Well, more than a bit of vim. Fucking Viagra is a wonderful thing. If that is an inefficient system, all the shit falls off your shelf. So yeah, that was a note to ourselves. We have apparently rendered ourselves amnesiac. Hence the name of the game. A fragrant taste of rose lingered in his mouth. Turkish delights, he thought, just like the ones at the consulate in Constantinople. Never really been a fan of Turkish delights. Well, not the shit that we get in England, which is essentially pork gelatin and rose water mixed together with powdered sugar. It's fucking awful though. Proper locum that you get in Turkey is just delicious, 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 and this looks welcoming. Lovely, I like it. More frigging massive structural damage. Oh shit.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brandenburg.
Oh, Christ on a bike. I can't get over what a big ham the actor who does Alexander is. He's loving his life. Oh, in the very stone of Brandenburg, my inner sanctum, Daniel, I'll show you my most precious chambre. You! It's a toughened plant. Can't be torn by hand or tools. It's, chewing gum of the devil, essentially. If you haven't guessed that, it's the shadow, so we've got a new memento. Some sort of organic tissue blocks the path to the refinery. Can it be dissolved? You bet your arse it can be. And we are the men to do such a thing, but first let's piss it off. Yes, this is the shadow. This is the evil, living entity of death and despair and destruction. He's quite a cheeky little chappy. More Teutons. Yeah. More shit in a box. Very nice chairs. Louis XIV style. Rather fond. Fucking hissing cockroaches. Get lost. Get... Ugh. Fuck you. Bit of oil. I like being oiled up. Oh, demonic chewing gum. Oh, the lovely wet squelchy sound whenever you just fucking bash away. bash away. Just lovely and just meaty. That's what I describe sound as. Meaty. Well, we're not getting through there. So let's skedaddle. Little bar stewards. Oh. A woman's voice. Haven't heard that. From the subtext, I never thought there were any women in Brennenburg. All got rather lonely. What do we have here? Laboratory and wine cellar. Although Alexander is friggin' pretentious enough to put everything in Latin. Vicella Vinaria Laboratorium. Well, let's check it out. Wine. Fuck, it's locked. No booze for me. Find the key for the wine cellar. Alright, well, fuck about with science then. Travelling to Dover meant going through Canterbury. He made sure to pay a visit to avoid the sense of guilt connected with the neglect of family. Ooh. This is inviting. Oh, there's something behind there, and it does not like me. Whoa! It really does not like me. We may have possibly discovered Satan's asshole. Ugh. Where are we? Ooh. There's something spooky down there. Get lost. This is how we do all spooky shit. My turn.
There should be more coop racks. Let me see. And one part aqua fortis.
Yeah. And one part of fuck you scary water monster, I'm dropping shit on your head and there's nothing you can do about it. Arsehole. Oh, tinderbox, tinderbox. Tinderbox, oh, you're so tindery. What do we have here? Chemical relocation. The lack of a chimney to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiments has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Were you possibly smoking crack? Or degange? A lovely bit of the damn cold kush, as the kids call it these days. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by fumes and will be difficult to salvage. Shall do what I can and move them to the vine cellar. Oh, do you mean this Kellar Vinarium? I've played this game a million times, so I know where most of the fucking tinderboxes are. Right, let's see what... stop wigging out, Daniel. Stop wigging out, boy. Drop it. Tinderbox. Yeah, we found a tube. One day I will return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I am able to think of you and long for a life together, I know I'm better than the others. I weep for them. They lust for power without restraint, where I only crave fair judgment and a safe return. Well, obviously someone's restraining order hasn't quite kicked in yet. Ooh, a chemistry pot. Early alchemy experiment. This is my third attempt to produce artificial vitae. The former compounds lack the potency I need, but I sense I'm close to I'm close. Calamine and Operament are given and Culprite bonds them well. This time I will attempt Aqua Regia instead of Aqua Fortis in a hope that it will produce a more even solution. If the experiment was unsuccessful, the solution is highly acidic and proves impractical to put to any use except as detergent. What were you expecting? Because I'm pretty sure Aqua Regia and Aqua Fortis are pretty fucking acidic chemical compounds anyway. If any chemists would know, please leave a comment. Or alchemists, we accept those too. It's a general science. Organic tissues react especially violently to the solution and should be handled with the greatest care. I might be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to my predicament. Well, on the bright side, we have a ton of stuff which needs melting. It's gooey and nasty. And we have a shopping list of shit we need to melt stuff. So yeah, as I mentioned before, this is an episode which I had to re-record the first episode. Amazingly, the second episode turned out fine, so there might be a slight overlap in things that have been done, and ooh, hello, little chest. Yeah, there might be a slight overlap in things I've done, please excuse that. But yeah, I thought, Spot of Amnesia might brighten up the channel. Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed that, ladies and gentlemen. I know I certainly did. Do catch us again next time for a spot more Amnesia The Dark Descent, where we are fucking with crates and abusing a candelabra. Dance for me, fucker. Dance. Anyway, tatty bye.